So I asked myself the question the other day, what does it mean to be spiritually poor? Actually, it was yesterday and then this morning. I just wanted to know, so I looked into it, and I found a couple things. It comes from the verse in Matthew 5:3. It says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." Now, if you look into it, it says poor, and there's two different words for poor that's used in the Bible. There's one, I don't know how to pronounce it. Well, one that's P-E-N-E-S, Pines, I guess, and another one that's P-T-O-C-H-O-S, which is Pitokos or something. Anyway, they have different meanings. Pines is a person that has little to nothing, but has a house, maybe a job, a little bit of food. They're just poor, maybe living paycheck to paycheck. Maybe they'd be like nowadays somebody that'd be on welfare, that's just really struggling with life, but they do have a place to live or something like that. Well, that's not the word he uses for poor in the text. He uses the other one, Pitokos, or Takos, or whatever it is. And that means you're destitute of everything, from family to food to anything else. I'd say it's kind of like, almost like the people that stand on the street corners and beg for money and really have nothing. Not the ones that, have a fancy bike that they don't show you or whatever like that. But it's the people that are really destitute. An example of that would be if we go over to Luke, and it'd be Luke 17:19 or 16:19, and I'll read it. It says, "Now there was a rich man, and he habitually dressed in purple and fine linen, jealously living in the splendor every day. And a poor man named Lazarus was laid at his gate, covered with sores, and longing to be fed with crumbs which were falling from the rich man's table. Besides, even the dogs were coming and licking his sores." Now this man Lazarus was truly poor. He was so poor he had sores, not that we have sores all over us, or God calls us to have sores all over us, but we have, we are called to be poor as willing to lay by God's table and expect Him to throw crumbs at us and just, give us, we have nothing. We need to realize that we have nothing and that God is going to provide everything for us. But God doesn't just go, okay, here's some crumbs. He gives us the whole thing, the whole shebang, the whole table, the big house, with lots and lots of food, big table, a big yard. He gives us everything. And but He calls us to be spiritually poor as in Pitokos, and just lay down and realize that we have nothing to offer. We have nothing at all. We come to God every day as Pitokos, as we're called to just show up very poor and just realize that we have nothing really, spiritually or anything else.